Yo, 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 what's good?
Hey,
How's it going? How's it going?
I'm so excited.
We have some special guests here. I mean, Jonathan's here too, but we have Izzy here from the
Jonathan, we're with mac and cheese tonight.
Nah, but we got the Discreet Friends crew up in the house tonight.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful fucking time as people tend to start filing in between now and the next few minutes. I got to do my sharing shenanigans.
Yes.
Look, we have to reprogram our brains right now because we're not.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Tuesday. We here.
Happy
It's
Tuesday, guys.
Tuesday.
We're on the social experiment today.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes.
We're like, we've made it. We're on the social experiment.
We're experimenting with the socials.
Hey, listen. Ain't nothing wrong with a little experimentation here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Except for my ass. Don't experiment with my ass.
That's how you
Ain't no way. We ain't even got to have that conversation because ain't nobody playing them games over here.
Listen, if nobody ever played with my ass, I wouldn't know that I liked it.
And this is why we love her.
And that's a beautiful thing. But I think me and Jonathan will agree that this is not
Send me some ShopRite cards.
You gotta pardon me. I'm still clearing this mucus out of my damn system.
Whiskey heals it all.
Ooh, whiskey.
Well, that can be a
Whiskey?
What he can either heal you or send you down a road, Lord Jesus.
We'll take our chances.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would at least give a try to. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I forgot. I gotta see. I'm so excited to have y'all on. I forgot I gotta make this thing public or motherfuckers can't see.
Oh, we don't get to see their comments.
Oh, we don't
There
get to
we
see the
go.
comments this week. Oh
We
no.
don't get to see their comments.
Now comes the comments. Looks
I
like
can log
we.
in on my phone, right?
You can log in on your phone.
Here we go. Yeah. Joy, gonna be some rough and raw advice on some of this dating shit because some of y'all lying to yourselves this weekend.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about that shit because that shit about to be funny. But we got people here that actually make me feel really like the nice guy Max. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's definitely gonna be a plus, you know?
Wait, why do we have nice guy Max? You wait till we get on the show to give us nice guy Max.
Listen, I can't help it. It's the Izzy energy, man. The Izzy energy just makes me smile, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Izzy makes us all smile.
Well, she makes a lot of things happen for a lot of people, but the smiling is a thing.
I'm beginning to learn more and more. I'm just like a space filler.
No, we
Like
love
when
you,
Izzy needs to
Jonathan.
like take a breath or take a drink, I get to talk, and then people will talk to me. It's okay.
It's the balance. It's the balance.
He is lying.
You know Jonathan being modest because Jonathan know that people love him, so he ain't got it. He just talking shit right
No,
now.
people tolerate me because they have no choice. You gotta get to those parties, act like you like Jonathan.
That's not true.
They don't need
Nah.
to get in the party.
You're an easy person to deal with, brother. Trust me, because I don't have patience for a lot of people. You are not hard to deal with at all.
Jonathan be rocking my patience sometimes.
I do it on purpose. It's fun.
They're like, Jonathan who? That's not true. I do not support that message.
Who takes me Jonathan who? I'm the HNIC. What?
Uh-oh. He said, I am the HNIC.
Yes, Joy, I got my honey Jack.
Shit. I got my high performance water. You know what I'm saying? I'm a water buffalo. I stay drinking this shit. You know. I stay hydrated. That's why I can shoot across the room. Anyway.
Ew.
Next.
Ew. He got the fire hose.
I'm starting this shit already. Lord Jesus,
The
this is why I
fire
don't
hose
drink
packing.
this is why I don't drink when I do this show because I'm already loose without even fucking doing that shit.
That's a fact.
I feel like I should have on glasses like Max.
So
That makes him
how
look
was
so
your
cool.
how was y'all Valentine's Day weekends anyway? Mine was kind of basic, but how did y'all go?
My Valentine weekend was actually pretty dope. I got to say, even though my partner was traveling, he was performing in Houston for the weekend, so he wasn't here. But I had my
Hmm.
bestie, and then I had my female friend come and bring me roses, and we went out for dinner.
Aw.
And then what did we do? Saturday.
We were.
Saturday we were with Lola, so I had a bunch of Valentines at Caligula.
Mhm.
I'm mad I missed
I even
that.
got a Valentine cookie from Priscilla's sexy ass.
Ah.
Damn, I missed the cookies again.
You missed the cookies. The cookies are good.
The cookies are
I
so
bet them cookies are good.
All
Are
of
we still
Priscilla's
talking
cookies are
about the
good.
cookies?
Yes, they are.
I just ordered
Are we
some
still
cookies
talking
for
about
our
the
slumber
cookies?
party.
Hmm?
I just ordered some cookies for our slumber party.
Excuse me,
Oh,
producer,
so
can you
you
bring
gonna
the camera
have
a
the
little closer?
cookies
I feel like
there
we're really far
quick.
away. Oh, we're gonna do it. There we go. There we go.
Was that better, y'all?
Yeah, y'all did look like
Can
y'all
you
was
see
like
it
a
now?
million miles away. Yeah. Y'all
I'm
looking
She
close.
said she
hot
wants
on there right
Priscilla's
now.
cookies. They're online for Priscilla's cookies now.
Oh yes.
I want to sample Priscilla's cookies myself.
My God.
I'll drink
I'm
some
very
of that.
interested in those cookies.
And Priscilla
So
is
what
such a
up?
wonderful person.
So how'd it go for you, Jay? Anything was lit this weekend?
We did the same thing this weekend, basically. No, Saturday was, there weren't a lot of people there, Caligula, but I have to tell you, sometimes it's not the number, but it's who's there.
The,
And we had a great
yeah,
time dancing. And it was just fun.
It was just a vibe.
Yeah.
And all the ladies
I saw there was
in
some.
their
Lola
red.
posted up some pictures. I saw some sexiness though.
Oh,
There
my
was
God.
a lot of sexiness
Yeah,
all
that's
around.
overwhelmingly
Oh man.
sexy.
So it
What
was
about
just
you, Nova?
Oh
Yeah, I saw
gosh.
some pictures.
we outside.
Yeah, I was like,
I was outside all weekend.
You see the way she's smiling, right?
I see.
Somebody got digged down.
I had a weekend. It was beautiful. It was fun. It was a mixed bag. It was like a mixed bag of inside, outside. Of course, I made some time for my girls, but I had some company and went out a little bit, went to dinner, went to a play, just chillaxing, things like that.
Mhm.
So it was
What
Cool.
play did you see?
Oh shucks. It was called Once on This Island. And it was like a Haitian rendition of The Little Mermaid.
Ooh.
And
A,
it was really good. It was really
a Haitian rendition of The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
It's on my list. It's on my
There's
list.
so many directions I could go with that, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
It was fun. It was great. And it was sold out show. And by the time we got our tickets, there was only 2 tickets left. So I was really excited that we made it.
Oh wow!
Well, damn.
Congratulations. You made it.
We
Yeah.
made it. And
Max, how was
all my
your
Valentine's.
Valentine's, Max?
You were sick this
Right.
weekend, right?
I was hiding in my house. My son was there because his mama was doing some old. She wanted some time in her crib to herself, and I ain't really had nothing going on. So I basically played the role of you could chill by me. I mean, my son just comes and invades my house whenever anyway.
Yeah.
But this was actually planned where I guess she wanted to be able to make all the noise she wanted to make or do whatever she wanted to do. So, I let him sleep over by me so he could, so she could have her free time to do what she do. I
Did
kept
that
it low.
really happen, or were you hiding from your many women? And you were like,
Oh,
"Look,
no,
I
no,
can't
no.
take I pick one. I'm just gonna stay home and I'm not taking any."
I actually
That's
thought
right.
about you, Max, this weekend. I was like, this is probably going to be a real expensive weekend for Max.
He was like, "I ain't taking none of them out. I'm chilling on my seed."
You know what's funny is I wouldn't have minded being outside because I've been really focused on career stuff, so I haven't been clapping cheeks like I normally would. So it would have been nice. I would have took out two of them at a time because it's not like girls don't know about each other. So I would have just took two of them with me and been like, "Come on, we outside." I probably would have just pulled up on Lem's thing with both of them or something, or did some shit
That's
like
an
that.
expensive date.
I've done it before. Y'all just didn't notice. I've done it a couple of times. Y'all didn't know because the other one just was running around doing their own thing. But
Wait,
Oh.
you've done what a couple of times?
Ooh.
a couple of times I brought a couple of girls with me. Y'all didn't even know. Because the other girl likes to run around and be free and do what she do. So she don't really come around me once she get in the party. I'll see her later.
Oh.
We gotta see who Max walking
So
the
is
door
that the
with
per-
next time.
Is that the person you bring to the party? You know, that single guys bring to the party so they can get in on couples night? Is it that type of vibe?
Nah, because I have women to reach for. I don't need to beg for a date just to walk in the club. Plus, they know me at Caligula anyway. I could come in there by myself if I wanted to.
I forgot who I was talking to.
You
Ooh.
talking to
My
Max?
bad.
Go, Max.
Hey, put a little respect.
I don't doubt you for a second.
With a K.
I don't doubt you for a second.
Not even a little bit. Max walks in
So
the
what
room
was-
and be like, Max, Max is here. Oh my God.
Oh,
the
that's
big baby bear."
Hey, big head. Hey,
They see me for 5 seconds and then they disappear upstairs to get pumped for 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lie. You hear him, ladies? He's lying.
Oh no, I'll be telling the truth. Because I don't really be fucking around inside inside the club like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm shy.
Did you just say young people?
KD boy, he said he needs somebody to verify order. He's saying KD, he's capping.
He's capping. Max is the man.
Nah, I'll be
He's a tall,
chilling, man.
light-skinned dude that stands out in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I'll be
comes
chilling and
dressed
shit.
fresh, smelling good,
Mm-hmm.
with the shades on in the nighttime.
Yep.
That's right, like a true asshole.
Max. That's what the girls be doing. All right.
Max is a hot commodity when he comes through to Discreet Friends events.
And I still be sitting there, my hands folded, well behaved, and all types of stuff.
Wow. Okay, you know what? Let's just
I'm
go
a
to the
drink.
topic.
Let's
Let's
drink.
just go to the topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I wanted to talk about people's deceptions over this holiday weekend because a lot of people probably some got their dates on Friday night, some got their dates on Saturday, and some caught the vapors on Sunday. And some are still waiting until next weekend to have their dates, not because their boyfriend was out of town like Izzy's, because we know how much he loved him some Izzy. We ain't talking about you, boo. But we're saying those that legit had the option to see that person, but they chose not to because they had something else that was the priority.
Oh.
Like, Shorty knows that she is the backup player. She not the front runner. Or maybe she hasn't come to terms with the fact that she's not the front runner. And she believes she's the front runner, but she's really playing cleanup. You know. So how do y'all feel about those things anyway?
I remember back in the day, I was dating this guy. I was vanilla, right? I was dating this guy. This guy used to call me every single day. Every morning, say good morning. Throughout the day, he would call me throughout the day. We hung out. Like every weekend, we hung out. He would spend the night, and we would spend the night in hotels and stay till 11 a.m., go get brunch and all that. Like, and this one day on Valentine's Day, he didn't call me all day till 7 p.m. Which was so like him because every morning he would call me and say good morning, wish me a good day at work and all that, right? So I just happened to answer the phone because you know I'm a sarcastic asshole. For those who don't know, I really am.
You.
Not me, right? So I'm like, oh, is this the one day you decide not to cheat on your wife? He was like, how you know? I was like, I didn't, but I was just joking. But you just told her yourself, you freaking goofball.
I like how you curved yourself. You said goofball.
I'm trying not to curse. It's in my bucket list to learn to not curse. But anyway, yeah, so he did that. He thought he was playing it cool, but it's like, dude, if you change your behavior on the one day that it matters, right?
Yes.
Then it's like, of course, I'm going to see through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, I never took him seriously again, but we stayed friends for a long time. And then I even knew I was a side chick. And at that point, I didn't even care. It was just like, all right, I'll chill with him whenever I chill with him. And it was a good vibe. We were friends for a long time. I mean, they divorced. We're still friends. But I would never, ever, 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 ever take him seriously in that kind of way. Right? He's just, at this point, he's friend zoned.
I can't talk on the subject. I plead the fifth.
Well, you can't plead.
That is probably a good position to take.
But every man on the chat knows why I'm pleading the fifth.
Oh.
And that's all we gonna say on that because I don't want to have to be at your. I don't want to read your eulogy.
I've been a side guy.
You have. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe you being a side nigga.
But I didn't like it.
No.
I've had millions and millions of side chicks. But when it finally happened, but when it finally happened to me, I was like, "This ain't right."
Yo, I love that shit. I love that shit.
Ain't no
that side
have to get the gun.
Nah, but that side shit, that side dude shit is fun because that side. No, so like you gotta understand, you get to have all the fun, and you don't even have to take this girl out. You ain't gotta be worrying about how's your day all crazy and all that stuff. All you gotta do is link up with her, bust her ass, and make her feel beautiful for the moment, and then you go about your way. Job's done. Like that is
done. Some guys love that side guy role. I saw I think The Shy, and they were like, the lady said she was gonna leave her man, and he was like, "Nah, don't leave your man." Like, you stay.
I said that to a guy. I was dating a guy, and he wanted to leave his wife to be with me.
Yo, these comments is wild. Yo, Jonathan, they cooking you about that millions and millions of side chick thing. They said that shit sounds crazy.
Because you said you have millions of side chicks.
But I'm telling you, millions and millions of side chicks is crazy. But I can't say I've had that many side chicks, so I'm not like you. But you know, only one of us is a former
the bus like that.
Only one of us is a former film star, so you know what I'm saying. You the man on this one right here. I ain't got nothing on that. I've never been a performer.
Like a side dude. I've been the side chick.
Would you have one?
No,
I don't feel sorry for that side.
I would not have a side dude. What are you talking about?
He is trying it.
Yeah, y'all trying to get yourselves in trouble tonight, huh?
I have a side dude. I have it. I mean, I've cheated before, but not enough to call it a side dude. And I ended up getting caught. This was like over 20 years ago. And then after that time, I vowed
you got caught?
myself to never cheat again.
What's that be like? I never got caught cheating. Oh, I was good at that shit. I was a master at that shit.
The person deserved to get cheated on. Well, I got caught, and then I got like humiliated and whole bashed. And after that, I was just like, I'm never gonna put myself in that type of situation again of disrespecting myself to get back at somebody, because that's what I was doing initially. My person cheated on me, so I cheated back, right? And
so have you ever just cheated without proper motivation?
Nah, because I have morals and ethics and stuff. I'm an ethical slut.
I have morals and ethics too.
I have morals and ethics too, but sometimes I cheated because my dick was hard. That happened.
But you know what? I appreciate the honesty.
That is honest.
People have all these reasons.
That's honest.
Yeah.
It was no excuse. It just was a fact.
You know, if a guy told me that, I won't be mad.
Really?
Listen.
If a guy told me that shit just like
I respect that. I respect that much more than the
high five that nigga.
Maybe I should use that.
I'm like, you know what, nigga, hi.
Jonathan, I do not have time to be reading your eulogy at your funeral, so let's not do that, okay? Good job. No, we don't want you to die, so don't do what I did. Plus that was in my less ethical years. Now I'm open and honest with my shit. I'm an ethical slut now.
Yeah, now I'm an ethical slut. Now I won't cheat. I respect my partner, and if things wouldn't work out with my partner, I would just walk away amicably before
Yeah.
I do anything to disrespect him. Because, you know,
I just
obviously
feel
he's
like,
my
why can't we just all get together and just have an orgy?
ex. That don't always work out. That
Oh,
don't
that's
always
true.
work
Because
out.
I heard you. I heard you on the podcast yesterday, Izzy. So yeah, I know that don't always work out.
Oh no, wait, what I said? What I
I
said?
ain't gonna say.
Oh,
I
with
ain't
the
gonna.
emotional
I ain't gonna
piece.
air out what you said, but I heard
No,
what you
what you talking about the emotional
said.
piece?
Oh no, I'm talking about with the how she don't like a certain person piece. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That
yeah,
ain't have
yeah.
nothing to do with orgy though.
Yo, please don't get her started.
I'm
We're trying
not.
to move past it.
Get her started.
No, you don't want to get Izzy started on that one. That's not what you. That's not what we want. That's the wrong kind of views we gonna get from that kind of
So
shit.
is
You know
there
what I'm saying?
is there a right way or wrong way to treat a side chick?
Everybody deserves respect. Just being human being.
Yes.
Just for being a human being, you
Okay.
deserve respect unless
So
somebody disrespects
bottom
you.
line is a respect level, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we're like ethical sluts. So your side chick should kind of know she's your side chick, right or wrong?
Yes.
Absolutely.
But some
And even
side chicks
side
have
chicks know.
aspirations of grandeur.
eh,
They don't understand that this is your lane. Live
Oh, I
here,
agree.
love it, and respect it. Stop chasing waterfalls. Stick to
Wow.
the rivers and the lakes that you used to, and you'll be good.
All right,
I
TLC.
agree. I agree.
So you saying that
That's the problem.
a side chick should know her lane?
Side
Side
dude
chick.
too. Side
Yeah.
chick, side dude,
Side
same thing. You
side
gotta
dudes
know
should
your
know their
spot.
lane too. The,
100%. Don't
okay, so
overstep.
guys,
Like you are not her
so
husband.
point made.
Know your place
Or wife.
or wife.
All right, so
Either one.
husband or wife. Does that go? Is that the same for boyfriend or girlfriend?
Same thing.
So you
Because
have
yes,
an example, girlfriend.
you might be the boyfriend, but that husband or wife was there first. That's the person that they default to. That's the person that they made the lifelong vows with.
But
You
I
just a
think
boyfriend or a girlfriend. You an add-on. You
but
gotta
I think the
understand that you're an
responsibility
add-on.
I think the responsibility falls on the person with the side chick.
To
You have to
set the
establish the
boundaries.
rules and the boundaries and tell that person, hey, this is what it is. And you have to say it from the very beginning. So that way, if the person does,
Get confused.
feel confused or their emotions
Yeah.
start going too far beyond what you two have discussed, you can always fall back on, yo, I told you that this is what it was, or this is
Hmm.
what it is. So it's kind
See,
of
this is why I
CYA in
love
that situation.
having these guys on. Cause just more brilliance. Because as much as Jonathan goofs around,
Yeah.
he's very intelligent.
It's true.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Stop telling
I
people
like
that.
hearing
Tell them
another
all that.
male's point of view. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's very
No, but
valid though. That's very
no,
valid.
but it's a responsibility, and it's a
It
part of
is
it's a part of that word that we use before
Ethics.
non-monogamous, ethical.
ethical. Uh-huh.
Integrity requires you to tell the truth and be honest with the person that you're talking to. What's in this alcohol? It's making me sound sane and rational. I don't like this shit.
That's why I drink
We
whiskey.
love it. We need it.
Word, this alcohol got you focused. I don't know what the fuck's going on
So you dance the bar
today.
dance.
But it's also for the man too, because you have to know what especially if you're being told what you're stepping into, right? I think that some people step into certain situations and they feel like they can make a change,
Mhm.
right? Like
That
you was
part.
saying, they have aspirations of being more or whatever the case may be. When I was a side chick, I didn't want to be nothing more than a side chick. I enjoyed my experience and not having the responsibility of being someone's wife all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed
That's
that.
valid.
When I was single and I was dating, I enjoyed being a unicorn because I had like a boyfriend on the weekends and I would go chill. And then Monday through Friday, I could be super mom, super businesswoman, handle my business. I wasn't attached to any person. But then on the weekends, when I want to shake out, I had somebody I could chill with and vibe with. And it worked for me. It worked for me for a very long time. the relationship I'm in now is kind of like a long distance relationship. So I still kind of get my space to still be super mom, still run my business and do what I gotta do. And then when it's me and him, it's me and him, right?
That's
So how
lit.
do you deal
When I was a
with
side chick, I knew what it was.
But
And
how
I
do you
was
deal
cool with it.
Izzy,
I think that's why
when people
poly
want
kind of
more?
works for me.
What works for you?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I think at some point people are always gonna want
It's
more.
always gonna. It's eventually gonna
At
happen.
some point, there's always gonna be a point that you're gonna want more.
What do we talk about on the show? It's possible to hang around people for a very long time, get good dick, get good coochie, and
good loving, good
loving.
friendship, good conversation, companionship, and all that, and then it's just temporary.
Yeah.
But you know what?
If it's just temporary, keep it just
temporary, or what's the word? It could be a long-term situation, but
it could be long-term, but long-term, but in spurts. So it's like, all right, now it's my turn for the zip car. I get to drive
the zip car dating.
You know what though? I tend to find that a lot of times, even when you're honest with somebody, and I went through this on multiple occasions, where I was 100% honest, and I think, aren't you have something similar to that too, Nova?
Oh
like
my
you
God,
were,
that's why I asked the question.
And you got totally straight up, let them know everything. Like, listen, this is where it is. This is where we at. This is what you are. And in their head, they still are creating this whole other reality of them being in this grand position that you ain't never assigned them for. Like, you literally gave them the blueprint as to how this shit is gonna go.
Because when I was younger, I didn't really care about those things. I was more business focused, and my children were small, and I was a single mom. I never really had an interest in having like a stepdad for my kids, right? So I always kept my relationships separate from my family life. So sporadic relationships worked for me. It was like, okay, when I'm free and I'm ready, I could do me and chill. But I never really incorporated somebody into my real life to recently, right? Recently, right? And at first that worked for me. It worked for me for a long time, but I'm getting older, and it's like you want something of more substance, right? I know that I'm not gonna be this young hot chick forever. You know what I'm saying? So I need somebody to bag me while I'm young and hot and still look good. So when I start getting older, you can still remember who you met. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of looking at life a little bit differently. Now it's like a little more serious. It's like, who am I investing my time, my very limited time? Who am I investing this time with? And are we gonna get old together? Are we gonna build together? Right now I'm starting to think about those things when I didn't really think about it before, because I was really more focused on building my career, my business, and taking care of my kids. That was my sole focus. Right?
That sounds so terminal to me.
Huh?
Terminal.
That sounds so terminal to me. Like, just the concept of
terminal. That's
the concept of settling down sounds terminal to you.
Yes, it really does. It sounds like it's like the end of one journey.
Stops working, and you're gonna need somebody to love you for you and take care of you.
Fuck that. I'm gonna do some fucking. I'm gonna get some stem cells and get that shit rejuvenated. Fuck that shit.
All right, and then let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. What's Nova being honest about?
So I will say this though, and the other part of that, and this is me being completely transparent.
So Keith, go ahead.
This is me being completely transparent. I have made the mistake of, well, I won't even call it a mistake, but I have been overly emotional with people and have found myself trying to figure things out and trying to navigate side chick, main chick, blah, blah, blah.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And, Izzy and I often talk about not being able to help your feelings. You might be able to control them, but you can't help what you feel. Sometimes you fall in love, and guess what? You don't even realize you're in love until one day you're looking at this person and you're like, oh shit, I'm in love with this person. How the hell did we get here?
How did
See, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind stumbling into something. Like I have to be blindsided. I don't want somebody to try to railroad me because I'm too perceptive. If I even see you trying to railroad me, the rebel in me is going to automatically go against it just because.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I think my guard, not my guard is up, but like I think I'm aware of the railroad signs. So like I don't want to be railroaded. I don't want anything other than what I want. And I don't want to be forced into anything else either.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't like being forced into anything. I like everything to happen
That's not
organically.
true. I've seen that's not true.
Hold on, wait. What do I like being forced?
Mhm.
Oh, sex is different.
Oh, okay. We're talking about something else.
We
Okay.
talking
Yeah,
about
he's like,
commitment
you
and
know what you
connection.
need. I'll be
And
like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, but that's different.
There are about 10 bruises that's
yeah.
so different. I'm sorry, we have
Yo.
Go ahead.
Anyways, but when things happen
And
organically, what if it happened? Okay, so here's my question: what if it did happen for you organically? It just happened. I like being around this person. I like being around this person all the time. When they're not around, it's like boring.
I
Right?
haven't experienced that in a very long time.
it's
Then you just haven't met your person
I
yet.
you know what though? I will say that I kind of have that without having a legit like I guess what you would call a relationship is just like a very special. I guess it is a kind of a relationship, or whatever. But it's not like any boyfriend girlfriend thing, nothing like that. But I have like people that are in my corner and friends and stuff like that that I relate
Yeah.
with that I already get that need fulfilled, so I don't really have that need
Nah,
to.
that's not the same. That's not the
I
same.
mean, it
That's
kind of
in
feels the
denial.
same for me.
No, it don't. It don't. Because I could say I've been partying and chilling by myself for years, and I'm good. I'm good going out by myself. I've been on vacations by myself.
Right.
Like I can make friends everywhere I go, and you guys all know when I go out with my friends take very good care of me,
Right.
right? So I'm always good. I don't need for nothing. But recently, right? If my yin to my yang is now with me, going out don't feel the same. Like I just told you this
Mm.
morning. Like I was out this weekend. I went out Thursday. I went out Friday. I went out Saturday. And it was, I had fun. I'm not gonna say I didn't have fun. I was with my friends. I had a blast. But it's nothing like when he's with me.
It felt like a part of you was missing.
Yeah, I was a little bit mad. I'm like, yo, I can't have fun when he's not here. Like,
But you know, we can tell that.
See, but that's a beautiful thing. I won't never knock nothing like that.
Oh, yeah.
how can you tell
Because you're not the same Izzy.
when he's there?
Oh.
Yeah. When he's there, it's like, when he's not there, you're more like,
I want to behave when he's not.
Well, it's not just the behavior.
When he's here, I'm on demon time.
No, it's not just that. It's just like your whole personality. It's just like it's.
Well, you know what it is? That's because she still melts for him, which is a
Yes,
sexy
yeah.
thing because what's happening is Izzy's a very strong presence. So normally she has her power shield up, but when she has her rock standing next to her, she could kind of drop it down some and be the melty, soft, mushy girl because her power is standing behind her.
Truth to what you're saying. There is a whole lot of truth to what you're saying. Because when I'm by myself, even though my friends are taking care of me and watching, I'm always safe, right? It's not the same as when my nigga's there and I could just
Sorry, I just saw something funny.
And he got my back. And he supports my bullshit. So me and him be on our bullshit campaign together. So
Hold on.
it's different.
Hold on. I gotta touch on these comments for a second.
Oh yeah.
Because speaking of which, look who's here. Yeah, speaking. I didn't even see his comment here. What up, Legion? He said, "You know how you." He says, "You know how you got there." He said, "You know how you got there, Izzy. So don't act like you don't know." You know what I'm saying? And then KD says, he was like, he says some people who are looking for a long-term relationship are concerned about baggage, old feelings, etc., which is a very valid point. because I know
It's
as a
not
person
moving
that's
forward
counseled
though.
mad people, I kind of have a stigma when I feel like somebody's making me have to counsel them when, even though I know that we do tend to counsel our lovers to a certain degree, there's a part where I want to turn that off and just be a partner.
I
I
just want
don't
to
want
turn
to
it
Shit,
feel
off.
my
like
man gives
I'm
me hella
fixing.
therapy.
Yeah, it's so frustrating, and I think that's what is frustrating about dating for me is like I hate even telling people what I do because it's like I'm not your therapist. Go hire a therapist. You go get your own friends. Go do what you need to do to take care of your own stuff, your own bag. I like what Katie said, right? Like I when I start seeing baggage, I'm like, okay, that's you need to take care of that baggage before you come over here. Like don't give me your baggage. I don't have any space for it. I got my own baggage.
Yeah,
I
but
don't even have any baggage.
yeah,
And
but
then we got this wonderful
yeah, but
comment from
that most
Lems,
people
which
don't
I
know that
definitely
they
want to
have
read.
baggage.
But go ahead. That's
Go ahead,
true. A lot of
Pastor.
people don't know.
Most people know they don't have baggage.
Nah, that's 100% true. A lot of people don't know that. They think that what they're
Realistic
doing
to
is
think that you're
normal.
gonna get somebody with no baggage at our age.
Mm.
No, it's
I think
not the
when we
no
say
baggage.
baggage, we
It's
mean
the
it differently.
intentional. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I think for me, like, are you working on your own stuff? You shouldn't expect me to be the person to help you work on your own stuff. Because if that's the case, then now you're gonna bring your stuff into this situation. Like one thing that I don't like feeling is like I have to be on. I'm on when
Hmm.
I'm at work. I'm on when I'm, doing what I need to do as my career. I want to be able to be off with my partner. Like when you said that, Izzy, like, or when you said that, Max, about having your power source, I want to be able to plug into my power source and completely let them, take over and take charge and all that other stuff.
It is
But
very liberating.
it's and I want to be
So
liberated.
liberating.
I don't want to feel like you're trying to force me into submission.
Forcing
Nobody should have to
someone into
force you
anything
into
doesn't work.
submission. You should
Forcing
go into
someone
submission
into
automatically,
anything
though.
is no, it doesn't happen automatically either, Max.
Isn't it kind of
It
an
should.
organic thing? That's
It
how I
should feel safe.
experience it.
I feel like it
It's
should
an
feel safe.
organic thing, but it has to be a mutual thing. It's
Yeah.
a woman doesn't just become submissive to a man naturally. She has to feel safe.
Mhm.
Yes.
She
I
has to
guess I'm
feel
not. I
safe.
guess I never thought about it because they always seem to be that way naturally with me.
Because
So
Well,
you're
maybe
a safe
you make them
space.
feel safe. But
Yeah.
a woman has to feel safe to be submissive. I am not a naturally submissive person. I'm actually very rebellious by nature.
Mhm.
But the way I respect my man, because I respect his intellect and I respect his manliness, right? And the
He's a
way
man. Yes, he
he's a
is.
man. And when he talks to me, he inspires me to want to
Yes.
do anything that he says. I'll do anything he says. But he inspires me. He doesn't demand anything from me. He gives me a choice.
And I think that's the difference, Izzy, is like I think a lot of times people feel like, oh, I'm gonna show you that you should be this way with me. And it's like, no, you don't have to say that. You don't even have to verbalize that. It just
once you
happens
do that, you
because
turn me off.
exactly.
That would turn me all the
Exactly.
way off. And I would
you
say,
know what though? I
you
want
won't
to
get that
skip to
from me.
this. I want to skip to this comment because I'm reading this and Lisa actually says something very valid, which is we are being a little unfair to a certain degree. And this is what I said before, which is I don't mind counseling you a little bit. Like everyone has some baggage in
We
some way
all
or
have
form.
something, especially
But
I'm 41. At our age, we have been through some shit.
No, it's not.
but
It's
the
not the
thing
idea.
is, there's a
It's not the
limit
idea
though.
that the baggage isn't there. It's more of the idea of you being able to manage your baggage. It's your idea of you being aware of your baggage. It's the idea of you saying to yourself, hey, listen, I have these struggles. I'm dealing with it in a healthy way.
Yes.
Everyone
Hmm.
has something that's going on, and
Yeah.
we're very well aware of that. But on the same token, once you share your baggage with me, you ought to be respectful enough for me to say, I'm not going to deal with your baggage. And that's
Hmm.
where a
Got
lot of
you.
people have problems with. They think that just because they're honest with you and tell you what their baggage is, that you automatically have to deal with it.
You don't.
I don't have to
You
deal with
don't.
baggage.
That part.
And
One
the,
thing
and the
I
right to
used to
choose
say
should
is
be
that
yours.
everyone has their own baggage. You have to choose what baggage you can deal with and what you can't deal with, right? Like I can't deal with a man who's a He-Man woman hater. Like you've been traumatized by so many women. Now you get with me and you're like paranoid and you're blaming me for things that I didn't even do and all that kind of.
I've been accused of being a He-Man woman hater.
You said you was accused of being a He-Man.
I've been accused of that a couple of times doing this show because they didn't really listen to what I was saying. So
because you probably didn't say it in a way that was inspiring to listen to.
Nah, they just had bad comprehensive skills.
Oh, good.
I'm not taking accountability for that.
Wow.
Because sometimes
that could be a
sometimes you could literally alphabet soup it, elementary school it, and there's still going to be some people that's just not going to get it because they're only going to take from it what it is that they want to perceive. A person cannot see beyond their own perception. So if their perception is limited to negativity, if they have a negative perception by nature, then they're not going to be able to perceive a reality beyond the negativity that they're used to seeing things in.
That's true. That's definitely true. I can understand that for sure, but because you deal with people who are negative and critical.
Oh, that's very toxic. But the fact of the matter is, and I've sat there and listened to women sit there, and I'm talking about these women are gorgeous. They sitting here counseling with me, and I'm talking to them face to face, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, this woman should not have the problems that she has. Until she started talking, then I said, I see why she has the problem she has, because most dudes don't go beyond smashing. Because a lot of women get it confused between how many dudes want to smash them and how many dudes actually want to keep them or take them serious and actually have them in their space. A lot of women say, I got a whole bunch of men in my inbox. But you see it all the time. Women, they talk about, I got so many men in my inbox. I ain't sweating you. And meanwhile, most of the men in their inbox, if you put them together, wouldn't even add up to my toenail.
Ooh.
And I said that shit. Let me adjust TJ's comment here.
Because I've seen you when you wanted to be good.
I'm an all right person. I'm an asshole too, so don't.
You become a team and take on each other's baggage.
CJ.
He's messaged because he's a smart man.
Who's that?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that one in a second. I want to read CJ's. I'm gonna scroll through because there's a couple of them we missed. CJ says she thinks we all have baggage. It's just a matter of who has handled it prior to committing to a partner, so that they don't constantly trauma dump on them. I feel that's very valid right there.
Yeah, the trauma dumping is a turn off. It's a complete turn off. That's what I mean when I talk about baggage. Is like the trauma dumping. Like you come to me with your baggage of like trauma and experiences, but like what are you doing about it? Like why do I have to be the person to help you solve this problem? I don't want to be that. I do that every day. I don't want to do that at home.
And like Keisha said, we have to not make it weird to go to therapy. Like I've done therapy, I put in the work because I have a lot of issues when it comes to emotional expression and connectivity. So, and I speak about that all the time. Like I can disconnect like this. Like it's unnatural how I disconnect. Like it's like I go into sociopath mode where I don't feel anything. And it happens on the turn of a fucking dime. Like it's scary. The way it because it shouldn't happen like that. Because I feel like I could be repressing a lot of stuff because
you are a caring, loving individual.
Me too.
I think you're a caring, loving individual.
But the thing is, I don't feel anything.
Caring and so loving and so really sensitive that you kind of became like callous over it. You throw a callus over it to make yourself seem hard and seem like you don't care and everything. I really think that deep down inside you do care, and it's okay to say that.
Well, it must be pretty far down because my give fuck energy be on 1,000.
It's not that far down.
Because my give fuck energy could be 1,000 too. But the truth is that I'm really softy at heart and I really do care, but I be acting like I'm tough a lot, right? And Lee be seeing right through me, and he'll pull my card in a second and we'll talk about it, and it's cool.
I've seen it.
And And I can relate to you, Max, because I feel like most of my life I've just been running away from people, and I just cut people off in a drop of a dime. I'm a ghoster. I'm a serial ghoster.
A
I will
serial
cut.
ghost, I like
Yeah,
that.
I will ghost somebody in a second.
Of course you like.
But it takes somebody with strong character who makes me feel really, really safe to be really, really vulnerable. And I just feel like you haven't felt that safeness yet.
No.
I
So
agree.
the question I would ask to Max, if I were in a different environment, and of course I would have had some assessments to help me with that. I would have been like, Max, what are you protecting yourself from, and why are your defenses so high? But we're not going to get into that right now.
And I'm the kind of
That's
person.
a show within itself.
I'm a very open book, so I would actually sit here and let that happen too, because I feel like
That's a show within itself.
that is definitely a show within itself. That'll take like an hour just to cut into my fucking damage. But
You do that tough the way you be portraying yourself to be. I think it's really the opposite, and you're just protecting yourself because you have a lot to give, and you don't want to be taken advantage of.
You see what happens when DF comes on your chat?
Right.
Send me your insurance. I take insurance, Max.
Me too.
I do.
oh, hey, I'm gonna have to send you that insurance and push that shit through. Hey, yo, pause. You ain't gonna say that.
Comment for me, not because he's my boyfriend and
You know
I'm
what? No,
obsessed,
we
but
could.
because he was really,
No.
really a
He
smart
could be like, "Yo, you'll do better if you eat Cheerios." She's gonna be like, "Yeah, that's right."
That's right. That's how you're supposed to be for your man.
That's a
Hey,
lot.
listen, you're supposed to
That's
support,
why you.
but I mean, it's really easy to agree with somebody when they speak in sense, though. You know what
They're
I'm
smart.
saying? Because I mean, I'm just reading through these comments. I read fast, so as y'all are talking, I'm reading through the comments, and I'm like, there's a lot of intelligence being shown in these comments. You know what I'm saying? Well, of course, your man Lee's is up there dropping dimes.
What are you
You know
saying?
what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it up right now. I'm put one of them up right now. Let me see. I gotta get back to it. Now, see, I want to start with here because this is true. It said, "How are you my life partner if I can't decompress, vent, or be vulnerable with the person that I'm in love with?"
So the answer to that question is very, very simple. Some people, their lack of safety has nothing to do with you as a person, but rather everything that has happened prior to you. So you can't internalize or personalize the fact that they don't feel safe with you. God darn it, I can get deep into that, but I'm not going to.
But I think
Come on,
So
get a
just
little
because
bit. Give them a
somebody
little
doesn't feel
bit.
safe with you in particular doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong or they have some horrible feelings for you. And you can be the greatest person. You can tell them that they're safe. You can present safety to them. They can cry, blah blah blah. But for 45 years, they've had nothing but abuse, psychological abuse, sometimes physical abuse, sometimes just dealing with people who told their shit after they told them, or people who laughed at them when they said it. So you can't internalize it. It's things like that. When you're dealing with psychological trauma, blah blah blah. I'm saying it in a totally wrong way, but it's not cut and dry. It's not black and white, and you can't personalize that as the partner.
But I also think
I don't
as
think
a partner, you have to be willing to listen, because how can I really get to know my partner if I don't know their traumas? Our traumas make up a lot of our personalities. Right? I took this course during the pandemic. I forgot what it's called. I paid like $700 to do this course, and I thought that the course would make me a better business person. Is the reason why I took the course. Someone recommended this course to me, and when I took the course, everything about the course was talking about your life traumas. And I'm like, why are we talking about our life traumas? And it's like, because those things shape your personality, and your personality was getting in the way of your growth. Yeah. Right? So sometimes you have to face those things, but it does take a person that you feel comfortable with to be able to vent to and to grow with. How can I and not just because I'm obsessed with him and I think he's the smartest man that I know.
Are you driving to Philly after the show?
I'm not driving to Philly after the show. But I think that what he's saying is correct, and I think that's something that has worked for us
And I think
because
that I agree with you, Izzy. And I think what he's saying is when I was like, I don't want to be dumped on, right? I think he's like, how can you be my life partner if I can't decompress? And I think to me, what I'm saying is it's different. I'm talking more of a dating perspective. Like if you
Right.
and I are dating and now you find
Right.
out what I do for a living and you decide that you want to use me to dump on, then the
Right.
dating aspect is over because it's not comfortable for me at this point. I want to be able to get to know you
Right.
before I become your confidant for your life stressors and life trauma.
but
That's what
how do
I'm
you get
saying.
to really know a
I
person
was just about to ask
if
that. Go
you don't tell them
ahead.
your life trauma in the beginning? So I'll give you my example. This is me being very transparent. Um, in social media, right? I grew up in the system. That
Mhm.
is a major part of who I am. I was not raised with my family. I was an orphan,
Mhm.
right? I raised myself. I grew up around a bunch of strangers. I bounced around my whole life, right? That is something I have to tell my life partner. This is a partner, somebody I'm getting to know. You need to know that about me so you can know how to handle me, or you can know
Yes.
why I react to certain things the way I react. So that's not me dumping on you. That's kind of me giving you a little history on me so you can know how to handle me. Right? So
That's the
those are
difference.
things. Those are things that you need to know in the beginning.
But
Because you
Yes.
need to decide if you can really fuck with me or not. I'm not the
Yes.
same. I didn't grow up like everybody else grew up. Right? Can you
Yes.
really deal with the real me? Because this
Yes.
is
And I
really who
think,
I am.
but that's different than expecting someone to heal that part of you.
Now I didn't need him to heal me
there you
because
go.
Right.
I've worked on myself
That's what
for
I'm
many,
saying.
many years, and I have a lot of emotional intelligence, right? But there's still moments where I have my little tantrums and my bullshit,
And
and
and I want to show you a comment that's kind of like the middle between this. This Coco Menace said that the beauty about relationships and friendships is even the ones that don't work out, being vulnerable with people allowed me to show my true self and be more aware of the ugly parts of me. It sucked
I love
for the
that.
relationship, but the growth I received was a blessing. See, that's called taking a positive even out of a negative situation. That's a
I
beautiful
like
thing
that
right there.
girl.
But
Yeah,
you know what
that's
we're talking about though? You guys are talking about the healed person. We're not
yeah.
talking about the person who is yet to be healed. All that
Hmm.
happens once you got to the place where you were healed. Thank you for shaking your head, Nova.
But
I feel a
I
camaraderie
think
here.
that Nova feels a little drained sometimes because she's in the profession of being a therapist, and she just doesn't want men to think
Oh,
she's
it
gonna
happened
be
again. Do
their
you see this?
therapist,
Look what happened.
right?
Look at the camera.
Right.
We went sideways.
We went sideways. All right, what they
How
did
did this
yesterday?
happen?
Uh-oh, your camera's doing the rotation again.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
The
exactly
wait.
what I'm
camera's doing the
saying
matrix.
is that like,
Okay,
one
okay,
of the
okay.
things that I've had to say recently is I'm in the work in the field of critical thinking every single day. I critically think, I assess, I absorb, I receive. That is not the energy that I need in my dating life, nor is it
Mhm.
the energy the everyday energy I need in a relationship. I have friends and my friends go through things, and yes, they can call me and we can talk about it, but that's not the
Mm.
basis and the foundation of our friendship. We're
Right.
friends because I can be my complete self. I don't have to be the therapist in the room with them. I'm just me. It's just Nova walking in the room. Oh, you're here. We're hanging. We're chilling. Whatever. What I'm saying is sometimes people expect you to be their healer. And they expect
Mm.
you, right? And my thing is, you can't go around bleeding. You can go around bleeding on people, but because I've been so intentional about the work that I've done on myself, I can feel when someone is bleeding on me, and I don't want that.
Mhm.
Mm.
I get where you're coming from, Noah. I really do get where you're coming from. And I feel that way a lot of times myself because I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm like a hood therapist. And people in the hood come to me with their problems and dump on me
You have
all the
wisdom. You
time.
have what our student loans can't buy. Wisdom.
Yeah, and and I'm a
Yes.
healer and a helper natural by nature. I cannot
Yeah.
know that someone's going through something, and I won't sit there idly. I have to think about a way how can I help this person. It's just my natural instinct. It's just who I
Natural
am.
problem
And I
solver.
had to learn I had to learn how to protect myself and my energy because people will know
100%.
that about me and take advantage, right? So when
Yes.
I feel like somebody's doing too much, they taking too much advantage, I've learned to send them to other resources that can help them, that have more expertise than me, right? And that's
And
how I
Mhm.
I
kind of
am
like.
like, I feel that at the very beginning. So I'm like, like right
It's that
away.
discernment,
But
though.
sometimes, especially at our age, you do have to accept that a lot of us come with some kind of flaws and baggage. Right? We
Yes.
can't say we want people to be healed and perfect because
Not
honestly,
perfect.
healing is a
Not
lifelong
perfect.
journey. No one's ever fully healed.
Right.
Well,
No,
Right.
you know
everybody
what?
can't be perfect like me. It's
Now,
impossible.
but I'll say this.
Leah
I'll
said the
say this
energy
on,
transfer is real. It absolutely
Yes.
is.
it really is. And that's something that I wanted to touch on because that's a real thing with me is
Mm-hmm.
that I'm empathic by nature, even though emotionally I know how to turn my shit off, which a part of the reason I'm good at that is because I tend to absorb other people's emotions and feelings as I'm working with them or talking to them, which literally, because you're taking in all this energy and absorbing all of this stuff, it can start to bring you down if you don't know how to manage the way that you react to all of this energy that you're taking in. And when you have a partner that's constantly walking around with a dark cloud on them, and because you care about them, you're trying to help them. Because I'm a man, in case
Yeah.
y'all ain't know. And as men, Jonathan could attest to this too. We're problem solvers by nature. If we see something wrong with our partner, our instinct is to go and we're trying to fix it. And sometimes it's not as simple as just going in and fixing the problem. But sometimes you're working against your nature when you try to ignore it, when you just try to be there to listen and be empathetic to what they're saying, because you're also absorbing all of that bad energy. Listen, because you care about what's happening. So you're hearing all of this and that shit, you're taking all that shit in.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to feel like, and this honestly, even though, I was making jokes about the cheating and stuff, that's one of the reasons why people do end up cheating sometimes, is because sometimes they just need to be around some different energy. I'm not saying cheating is right, but I'm just saying sometimes when you're around the wrong kind of energy, or if you're around an energy that's just always bringing you down, you need to get around a different kind of energy that gives you some light
Right.
and a
If the
different kind
person
of
is always
perspective.
bringing you down, they are not your person. You need to stay away from that person.
Run.
That's
They should not be
exactly right.
always bringing you down.
Run
Your
farthest.
person should make you feel safe and uplifted, right? I should
Right.
And
feel
that's true.
good when I'm around you. I should feel safe when I'm around you. I should feel safe enough to tell you what I'm going through and then
Mm-hmm.
move on from it, right? Not stay in that energy. But that's an emotional intelligence thing.
Well,
That's not a baggage thing. We don't have baggage.
can I add an addendum though?
I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
let me add an addendum. So we also have to be careful because sometimes you can be in a relationship with someone and they're doing just fine. But for whatever
Hmm.
reason, whatever the factors are, environmental, psychological, whatever the factors are, they go through this period of depression. They go through this period of anxiety, and it can be extended because
Yeah.
it's not being treated. So you
Yeah.
can't automatically say, well, I don't know what happened to you. You're obviously not my person because you changed. No, they're going
Hmm.
through something and they need help. So sometimes your emotional intelligence has to be to the point where you say, this person needs help.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
not
that's
me, but we need to find them some help. And that's really
yeah.
what we're supposed to do in relationships from one another. God damn it, y'all making me talk like I don't want to talk. I want ow.
But it's true, Jonathan, and that's exactly what I'm saying. And I think it's important to know the difference, right? So, like for me, I know that if I'm feeling overstimulated, overwhelmed, or whatever, I might come home. My partner is here. It's happened, or my partner's here. They're
Hmm.
like, "Hey, how was your day?" And it's like it was really rough. It was tough. I just need a minute. I'm gonna go in the room and I'll be back when I'm right. Right? Like that's one thing. And so that's what I'm talking about is being able
Right.
to do that and it be okay to do that, as opposed to what you're saying is like, okay, now I'm coming home, I'm going straight into the room every day, then yeah, it's important for your partner to be like, hey, like this has been going on for a couple of weeks now. Like, what do we need to do? Like, that's different. And the
Hmm.
rapport, the relationship, the bond has been built so that we know each other. We're in tune with each other. We've built that connection. And I think that's different than expecting someone to do that, know that, and be responsible for that in the beginning.
Can
And
we talk
that's
about
the
how I can
thing.
over? Can we talk about how I can stimulate Nova? I heard overstimulate. I'm just saying.
All right,
Looking at
here we
this,
go.
Oh, Nova.
y'all been serious too long. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
It was
Here's the bottom line of everything that
Hey,
we
I'm
ain't
trying to
nothing
be
wrong with it
appropriate.
giving
Leave
a
me
little
alone.
The
overstimulation.
bottom line is Nova needs to get stimulated.
It's true.
She don't want to carry. She don't want to be a fixer.
That's right. It's called optimal level of arousal. I'm looking for optimal levels of arousal.
I'm trying to be
But
overstimulated personally.
also part of being intimate with a person. Part of being intimate with a person is being vulnerable and transparent, and being yourself and sharing those things. I don't want to be with a
Hmm.
person for 5 years and then I found out they went through this traumatic experience and that, oh, that explains all of your behavior. I need to know kind of like what is one of the most traumatic things you've been through so that I could connect with you in a vulnerable human kind of way.
But what happens
Yes.
what happens when they can't do that? Because it's so
Well,
And that's
which happens.
vulnerability
I would say
is a skill.
I feel like
We
there's
are not
levels
taught
though.
to be vulnerable. We're not taught to be vulnerable. We're not taught to be transparent. We're not taught those things. These are skills that we have to intentionally learn
You know,
as
but you
adults
know what it is,
to
Izzy?
heal.
Izzy, you know what it is though? And I'm gonna say this, and I get what Nova's saying too, is that there's levels to it. Like walk me into it during the gradual process of getting to know each other. Not as soon as we start dating on week two, you dumping your whole life's laundry on me. Like it's too much too soon. Like maybe take your
Yeah,
time with that shit and let me walk into that shit naturally. Let's get comfortable with the intimate parts of ourselves on different levels at one at a time. And as those layers peel, you can reveal more of the thing like, okay, I have this thing that's really bothering me, whatever it may be. Let me bring that to them maybe later on. And another thing, which I say too, is you really shouldn't be using your partner. And I mean, yes, you can talk with them intimately and share your feelings and stuff, of course. But I think it comes to a point where you really need to get an actual clinician, somebody that's an actual therapist that is a third party that doesn't have a dog in the fight, and actually work this out with them, because sometimes the person that's too close to it tends to get the bad sides of it when it really wasn't even for them, because emotions are tricky. Like
oh,
the same
absolutely.
way you could love hard on somebody is the same way you could really hate that person. And it could all be simply because everybody doesn't have the emotional intelligence to know how to shift and reallocate those energies the way that they're supposed to have those happen.
And as a woman, I want to know that my man, my partner, is able to manage things so that I can feel safe and comfortable giving you some of my stuff when I'm comfortable with that too.
Hmm.
Oh, we definitely want to be led by someone who knows where they're going.
Yes.
Right? I cannot be led by someone who doesn't know where they're going. Right? You
So
can't
how
lead
do
me
these
again.
women end up with these goofy ass niggas all the time? Because that
I
don't
don't
be.
know. I can't
I
I
don't
relate.
hear
know. I
what
don't
y'all
have a goofy
say.
ass nigga.
I'm with
Listen,
you, Izzy. I
I
can't relate.
I hear no, but I hear what you saying, because a lot of women are gonna be like yes and da 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 and all this other stuff. And my thing is half of these women that'll be cheering and saying yes, you're so right. We want somebody that knows how to lead us and blah blah blah. How come statistically so many of these females end up with the goofy ass nigga that was obviously the goofy ass nigga from the door?
Because
Because
Can
statistically,
I tell you why? Can I answer the question?
yes,
oh,
please.
please do.
Because we feel safe with familiarity, even if that familiarity is toxicity, even if that familiarity is negativity. So we feel safe in that. That's how they.
Mm-hmm.
So if you grew up around that, that's what you feel safe in. And then
Or
you have the guys
comfortable.
who, oh, yeah, and there then you do have the guys and women, by the way, who know how to hide their issues.
Yes.
And a lot of people know how to hide them for a very, 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 very
The
long
masks are
time.
for real.
So by saying that you're teetering on victimizing the victim when you talk about how
Mm.
these women end up with goofy ass niggers. They didn't know, and sometimes they don't
Not the
know.
God, that
either.
does not sound the same when you
Or
say it, bro.
sometimes they think they could fix them.
Or sometimes they think they can fix it.
Sometimes they think they could fix them.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of thinking I could fix
Same.
people. And be like,
Same.
you know what? Maybe he just needs me to teach him what love really is.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs me to point him in the right direction of resources and stuff like that. Right? But then here's the real truth to that. If the person wanted resources, they would know how to be resourceful on their own without you. You can add to it, but they would already be good before you came in that sense of resourcefulness, right? If the person
Yes.
wanted to be mentally and emotionally healed, they would be working on that already on their own, and you could boost
Mhm.
what they have going on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
We
I've
want to
heard people
boost what you
I've heard
have
people
going
say
on.
that Izzy is like, they're like, oh yeah, I need a therapist, and I'm like, okay, so just go to your insurance website, research a therapist, and then look them up so you
Mm-hmm.
can make sure they have good reviews, blah blah
Got
blah. Blah.
insurance.
And then right, and then it's like either they don't have insurance, which is like, okay, go get insurance then, or like 2 months later they still haven't done what you told them to do. So it's like, all right, how invested are you in your healing process?
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like some people say, like I don't need a man that has a lot of money, but I need a man who has ambition and has
Yes. Drive.
successful traits, right?
You
If I
know,
see
I
that
always
you're
say that.
working and you're doing something for yourself, and I see you working every single day, and I see you coming up with new ideas and trying to reinvent and trying to create and trying to do stuff, that to me is the most sexiest thing
So
ever.
can I make an opposite now? Can I just turn to the opposite? I'm
Yeah.
45 years old. I think potential after 45 or a certain age is dead. I can understand. Like I'm. Here's transparency. I'm a little bit of a rough patch right now with some of the stuff that I'm doing, but shit, it's not potential. When shit got really hard, my partner
Mm-hmm.
Izzy will tell you, I went and got, I said, okay, now I got to go back to what I was doing before because I
Yes.
have something to fall back on. If you're still working with potential at 45 and 50, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
There's potential.
I can't
and
do
there's
it.
Now let me
right?
say
You see a
this.
person, right? Because some people have potential and they're not doing anything with it, right? But then
That.
No,
there are
but
people who are taking action every day, and you
and
see
see that's the and
success leaves success leaves trail. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if you see this person is working every day and they're actively trying, they're not potential. Potential, you could be sitting playing a video game and have a bunch of potential, but you wasting your life playing video
Listen.
games.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
the
You know what
person
I
is
say?
actually working and trying, and you know that you can boost whatever it is that they're doing, right? That's different from accepting a freaking bum with potential.
But that makes you a good woman. There aren't a lot of
Mm-hmm.
good women, and Max can help me with that one. There aren't a lot
No,
of good
but
women
this
who do
is
that.
no, but this is the thing that I say too. Because I've dealt with women from many different aspects of life. Women that are working the most basic job to women that are worth millions of dollars. Like I've dealt with women in many different walks of life. And my whole thing that I've always said is that money is the easiest thing to gain and lose. Like you said, it's about
Oh,
your
I know.
potential. You know, the number one thing that I like to see, I like to see a woman when she goes through struggle because that determines the kind of partner she would be for me.
Yeah.
Because everybody fucks with you when shit is all good. When it's all good, your relationship is smooth and da 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 da. You know how you could tell when your relationship actually has legs, when there's actually character to build off of from your partnership? When y'all are going through some shit, you having a financial, especially financial hardships, which is very easy with spending $20 on eggs. Don't get me started on
Bro,
that.
don't get me
But
started on the eggs.
but
I'm
my whole
accepting
thing
Subway cards.
I
is
got
Listen,
some
that
eggs.
we
I'm
was in
trying
the
to make
car
them
the other day
laugh.
talking about Costco eggs. We gonna go
Nah, nah. But my whole thing is that I like to see what somebody's like when they going through some shit
That's how
because
you know who they really are.
those that you can that really fuck with you, and it's not just when you're going through shit, but when they're going through shit too.
Yeah.
Though, because sometimes when people go through shit, they shut everybody out. They don't want to fuck with nobody. They just go into this little corner and shit. And to me, I look at that as weak behavior because I look at it like my friends and my family are my personal resource.
Yeah.
If I'm having a hard time, I'm gonna pull to my friends and family and see which way is my way out. I have the skill sets, I have the knowledge, I have work experience. There's something that can be figured out. Like me, I'm changing careers right now just because I felt like it. I don't want to break my back as an electrician, so I'm doing IT. But I went and got the education for that. I put myself in a position to win at that shit. But I will damn sure use my friends and family if they have a hookup to pull me through. And that's what you're
Yeah, but
supposed to
that's
do, not
always
because you're struggling. No, but I'm saying because you're struggling, isolation, people that like to isolate themselves when they're struggling, to me is kind of toxic. Because that means
It depends.
every
Because you don't
time
want
that
a
you're
person
going
who's
through
in a
something,
toxic space to bring themselves to you. Sometimes it's emotionally intelligent to pull back a little bit and get yourself together before you come and give that negative energy to other people.
that's true.
But
But the thing is with me is I look at that as is when the going got tough, they got going. Not the going got
That is
tough
different.
and
It's
they wanted
different.
to
And
dig
remember,
in.
there's different circles, right?
Yeah.
So Max, you have been very quiet lately to our groups. And as a friend, I feel a little neglected. I was even talking to Jonathan the other day, and I was like, "Yo, Max been quiet lately, right?" But you are working on transitioning from your careers, right?
That and
And
I
you're
was really
doing
sick
something.
too.
So
That
you
I was
have
really
to,
sick too.
and you were sick, so you had to pull back and take care of yourself to now come back to the group and have something to offer. You know what I'm saying? You that wasn't toxic or weak. That was
Yeah.
that was actually very mature and grown up to do that. Now, sometimes there's different circles, right? You guys have never seen me ugly cry, but I'll come lay on Jonathan's couch and boo-hoo like a baby.
and actually, lately,
And Jonathan
Yeah.
will come and lay on my couch and boo-hoo like a baby, right?
Absolutely.
Oh
But
Lord,
that's
that's
not
something that
something
we're
that we
seeing.
show the world.
really, Max, that's what you're doing?
I
Yes,
could-
I
It's okay
cry.
to cry,
Real men cry.
Jonathan.
I could talk
That's
about it
right.
now because it's funny now, right? But at the
Listen,
moment,
I'm
it's not
talking
funny.
shit. You
But
know,
you
everybody
should
should
admit
cry. It's healthy.
sometimes pulling back is not a weakness.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I
Pulling back
agree.
and
It's
working on
definitely.
yourself is not a weakness. That's a strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now,
agree with you, Izzy.
I agree with that. I guess that I told you I could be a little harsh sometimes on things.
you
So
harsh as
I am.
fuck.
You know, I know I could be a tough judge of character, but that's how I
Yeah,
was
people don't
raised.
want
You
to bother.
know,
So CJ, highlight CJ's comment. She says some people don't want to bother others though. They're too proud to ask for help, so they withdraw to try to figure out how to handle it themselves. And that's okay.
I actually do that. So I guess I'm being a hypocrite in that one. But you
Yeah.
know,
Because you
And
just
and
did
the
it.
and the goal is to have had supportive relationships that you've already established. Those are the people who can also hear you when you're silent. I remember going through a really tough time and people in my sister circle would pop up. One person popped up to my house blasting Meek Mill and calling my name with flowers because I had put my phone
did he
on
hold
Do
up?
Not
Did he hold a
Disturb.
radio box over his head and like?
Hold
It
on,
was
wait
a
a minute.
girl.
Yeah, I thought I was finished.
That's exactly what it was.
That's
It was like, all right,
very
you know, like that's the vibe, right? So those are people who hear you because I'll say like, hey y'all, I'm feeling overstimulated, overwhelmed. I'm about to go on Do Not Disturb. If I'm on Do Not Disturb more than a day, they're popping up, they're showing up. Right. So I think that's
100%.
also important to have.
100%.
Jonathan will pull my car, be like, "Oh, Izzy, you've been quiet.
That's right. That's
You
right.
good?" Right? But sometimes I just need to decompress. Sometimes I'm recovering from all this excitement that I've been having in this discreet friend's life of mine.
Yes, because we have
Right?
so many things that we got going on. We gotta run the what we gonna talk about? We gotta talk about all
Oh,
the
matter of fact, we got a lot of things to cover. Speaking of which, it's like shit. This a damn. We've been on this for an
It's
hour and 15 minutes.
after 10.
I
yeah,
have
it's time
Holy
thoroughly
it's
shit!
enjoyed
time
this
to
This
conversation.
promote.
has been a great
I love this
conversation.
conversation.
This was
We're
awesome. We gotta
definitely
have
gonna have
us
to
some
do
more
a part
individuals.
two to this.
Yes.
This
What
was
do
a
you think,
great episode.
Nova?
I
How
love
y'all
that.
feel? Because this is a very big topic,
Yeah.
and it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a lot of different ways to look at this stuff.
Yeah.
And you got the asshole perspective like mine, and I told y'all was the kinder and gentler side. You know what I'm saying? But because Nova's used to me being a jerk, so she just ignores it. You know what I'm
I do. I
saying?
used to
But
feel like this.
Listen, I got a lot of jerk in me too. I get called a jerk all the time. You know what I'm saying? But this is
I
why
think I think that's why Izzy is kicking my ass, especially because she recognizes a lot of
I
that shit from
see
her own.
myself in you. You know?
Yeah. And me and Jonathan are over here like, it's okay, guys. It's okay. We can talk
Right.
about it.
I
Oh,
see
yo, let me let
myself in
me
you.
let
I
me put these
totally
little
get it.
advertisements up real quick because we got a
Nova,
few of
it's
them to
that
get
voice. It's
through.
that voice. Yes, it's okay.
Because speaking of
Let's
which,
talk about it.
since Izzy is here and she has a very
Go
special
shirt.
event for the ladies
Yeah, like
going
my
on,
shirt. I love you,
we
fit in my
Yeah.
shirt.
oh
Oh,
shit, I
come
like
to the
that
party to
shirt.
get a shirt.
Oh shit.
I need a
So I'm
shirt.
Max,
gonna put
I'm
the
still
flyer
processing
up.
this. I'm still processing this corn ass part. I said it. I don't care.
And they
You
hate
can
I'm
it.
protest
trying
the
I'm
whole summer.
trying
They don't
I'm
ever want
trying
us
to
to
I'm
have
trying to live
something
with
just
it.
for us.
No, we don't.
But look at this. It is
Something
the
just for
slutty
us,
slumber
ladies.
party.
Gotta take the comment down, Max.
Oh, my bad, my
Yes.
bad. Hold on,
Where
hold
we
on. Let
get
me
to
get the
be
comment down
slutty.
real quick.
There we
Yes, it is
go.
the
Yes,
slutty
we're gonna be
slumber party.
slutty in an all girls environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're gonna have a private chef,
And,
ladies. We're gonna have an
and
oral fixation workshop so you can add some tools to your techniques that you already
I
have.
volunteers tribute.
Um, we're gonna
I
have
second that
we're gonna
nomination.
have
I volunteer too.
Sirlease is there doing Bedlam BDSM. Nova's bringing some games. We're gonna have games that we can play. There's a fire pit outside. If you're 420 friendly, we could go smoke by the fire pit. There's 6 bedrooms. If you want to go find a little room to go play with someone or yourself or whatever it is you want to do, you can figure it out, right? If you find a girl that you kick it with and you like and you vibe, you can do what you want. It's a no pressure zone. But I do expect us to have fun and explore our sensuality and our sexuality. It is a great way to bring in Women's History Month, right? Because it's March 1st. So,
Women's Health Month.
yeah, let's explore our femininity and our sexuality.
Isn't she like the best at doing this, guys?
Be our
Like she's the
Word.
authentic
best
self.
promo person ever.
So that's all I have to say. I
I'm
hope
gonna
to
be
see
All
there.
you
right.
on March 1st. I have
And
8 slots left. Only 8.
only 8 slots left, y'all. So y'all better go grab those up. You can get at Izzy. If you don't know how to reach her, you can holler at me because obviously, if you here, you got my contact info of some type. So hit me up if you know Nova and you're interested and you want to get into this. Hit up Nova. We'll connect y'all. We make it happen because we make connections here on the social experiment.
Don't hit me up for shit. I'm gonna tell you not to go.
Nah, that's why I didn't even mention Jonathan because I know Jonathan's just gonna he's
Hater.
gonna table flip. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go to this next thing here real quick. We have the
Ooh.
karaoke party coming up March 9th. It's free for everybody to show up. You just show up, you buy your own food, you buy your own drink, wear your own clothes, and please take a shower and smell good and all that shit. And it's at this location called Chubby's, which that name cracks me up every time. But
We
Is
might
that,
be
is
there,
that the
Max.
place we were at in November?
Yes,
It
that's
takes
why
me
we
no
went
yeah.
to
Yeah.
my karaoke party that night after that memorable night.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a good time. You can come out, hang out with us. It's gonna
Oh
be a
wait,
lot of fun. Go ahead, Jonathan. What's up?
we're making a signature drink. It's called Uber.
Ooh, Uber.
Can I
Oh,
tell you why it's called Uber?
because
Why?
you're gonna need one afterwards.
Tequila. Wait, tequila, vodka, Hennessy
Oh my
Ooh.
on the
god.
rocks with a splash
I
of
want
cranberry.
4.
I will
Did you say
drink
you
one
want
of
4?
those.
I want 4. Jonathan, you gotta take care of me after, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll have a designated driver, so I'll be all right. So I might take
So
one
that's
of
gonna
those.
be
I ain't gonna
the
fuck with that
Street
too heavy.
Friends. That's gonna be the
Signature
Street
drink.
Friends official signature drink everywhere you come.
Yeah.
It's called Uber.
I was thinking a different drink, but I mean, we could go with that one too, though.
Oh goodness.
All right, and since they're
I'm just trying to
here,
mix as
I
much
want y'all to know that y'all tune in to their podcast. It goes down, Pillow Talk Podcast, where Jonathan sits in some silk like it's a '90s R&B video. You know what I'm saying? And Izzy's there with the thighs out, doing the thigh things just hanging and all this other stuff. But aside from the visuals, it's a really, really good show. And it's a really good time. As you can see, they have a lot of intelligent things to contribute to this conversation. So
Yes.
I definitely want y'all to tune in Mondays, 9 p.m. And speaking of which, I also want to shout out the BLX podcast. I finally got a different damn flyer for this thing. That goes on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. He is calling out all the group owners and everything. He has some shit that he wants to talk about with y'all folks. I'm kind of a group owner, but I'm gonna pull up because I fuck with them. But
Yeah.
I'm not an official group owner because I don't throw events or nothing. But well, not in that community. I throw regular vanilla shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's gonna be a really good show. And I mean, them girls on there, man, them girls be girling on there. You gotta see them thing. Oh my God, all of them just had the cleavage rocking last time. Like I couldn't even.
I saw that. That was beautiful.
I could barely watch the show because my dick kept hitting the fucking steering wheel. I'm trying to drive and watch this shit. And I know I say a lot, but
Jonathan said, "Wow."
I ain't
But
never heard about
anyway.
the dick be here and the sick. The dick be hitting the
listen,
steering wheel.
this shit was distracting me.
I can't reach.
And I want to also give a shout out to Lisa. She has these the nice and naughty games that she throws together. She has those online. She has these couple of games called Jumping Bones and Naughty Loads, which I guess they speak for themselves with the names. You could definitely screenshot the information on here and take that, and you could reach out to her if you want to cop one of those games for one of your little. It's really good for like LS parties and stuff like that. It's great icebreakers, as you know. Games tend to get people interactive, so I highly recommend that. And I want y'all to support her on that because everybody can use a little game in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, we also have this, which is a trip to Grand Lido. This is going down in December from the
thing, right?
Yeah, that's Queen Amethyst event from the 12th to the 16th.
She's so hot.
Yes, she is.
Oh my God, you need to see her in person. That's what I'm gonna tell you on that.
See her in person.
Yeah, I know Izzy's gonna be on the hunt the moment she see her in person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show y'all a quick little video just so y'all can see what the grounds is looking like.
Looking for the ultimate adults-only getaway? Escape to Grand Lido Negril, a luxurious, clothing-optional boutique resort offering breathtaking oceanfront views from all 26 exclusive suites. Indulge in premium butler service, savor fine dining across 10 exceptional restaurants, and enjoy full access to the amenities of 2 neighboring luxury resorts. Unwind at lively pool parties, elegant themed dinners, and exciting excursions, all tailored for upscale naturists and lifestyle travelers. With just 26 suites available, space is extremely limited. Secure your spot today for an unforgettable December getaway.
And yeah, that's definitely something that I feel I'm gonna have to pull up on because you got to see the women that she got in her circle. You gonna want to come on that trip? I'm just gonna tell you that. And she got some WNBA players on her joint. The way them women be standing tall. Oh my God, how tall these girls is! Like, shout. Anyway, and then we got my little event going on on the 29th. This is a vanilla event too, of course. March 29th. It's a semi-formal event. It's food inclusive, so and I mean real plates of food, real good cooked food, not some little bullshit shit. Like you're gonna get quality food, quality decor. This is going down in Brooklyn, so you'll get the exact venue information once you cop tickets. You want to get more information on that. You could find this on Eventbrite if you search this name right here, or you could just get at me and I'll send you the link and get you all locked in for that. So, get at me and we're going to make that happen. And let's see, last but certainly not least, is this wonderful little event here, which I'm really looking forward to. The hotel takeover.
Hotel takeover.
Yeah.
That shit is going to be a situation. Not to mention it's my birthday weekend, so you already know I'm coming there. I'm coming there with demon energy.
Oh my
You know, I might have to go get some of those. I might have to get some Thai honey packs for that weekend. I don't know. I heard those shits is lit. I'm gonna try it and see what it's like because I wanna be overstimulated. You know what I'm saying?
Carefully.
So so we're gonna see how that works. If I could take down.
Packs. I'm just saying.
If I could take down 3 or 4 on the honey pack, if I could take 3 or 4, I just need somebody to educate me on the honey packs. I've never taken none of that shit before, so I wouldn't need to know how to take it like you do with tea.
Just take 2. Put in your Hennessy.
Oh, you put it in your drink?
You could just put it in your mouth.
That is trying to set you up for the. She's setting the ladies up, actually.
Listen, I'm trying to know how to maximize the effectivity of the.
Right. Gentlemen, take all the honey packs.
You know what I'm saying?
Hotel takeover.
It's gonna be honey packs and
Max.
yo.
Max.
I'm gonna have honey packs for sale in my room.
Really?
Yes.
You just always hustling.
I have honey packs for sale
That's
in my room.
right.
Max.
Yo.
I order them.
We're gonna be the staff, so technically we can't play. Look at his face. Look at his face.
I don't know where. I feel like I could multitask on that one, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
Like I'm gonna give all that money back.
Fuck that shit. I'm gonna get mine one way or the other because we ain't gonna have to do something all the time. We can take turns.
Bro.
5 minutes of pain.
Listen, let me tell you something about the takeover, guys. This takeover is going to be at the Holiday Inn in Piscataway, New Jersey, or is it Parsippany? Piscataway.
I think it is Parsippany. Oh, is it? Let me see. I'm gonna put it back up.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be at the Holiday Inn in Parsippany, New Jersey, and this
is
optional. Piscataway. Listen, this is a clothing.
Your birthday is Parsippany.
My birthday is Parsippany. All right, this is a clothing optional hotel takeover.
Oh shit!
From the time that you walk into the hotel, you can be absolutely nude if that's what you choose to do, except for in the restaurant. So somebody told me they're not even bringing clothes. They're like, I'm just bringing enough to do whatever I need to do. But that's cool.
I'm gonna have my robe.
We're gonna.
And Jonathan, I thought I had your birthday flyer up here, but I do not have it in my list. So we're gonna need that for next time. But talk about your birthday thing. That's coming up next. Well, that's coming up just now.
One more thing about the takeover that I think is very important for everybody to know.
Yes.
We are going to have a massive amount of security, guys. So we want to make sure that everybody's going to be safe. And you guys need to know this, except for clearly marked areas, no cameras, no cell phones. If we see them, we're going to actually leave. We're not giving you your money back. We're not doing it because our safety and our discretion, discreet friends, is more important to us than anything else. My birthday is going to be so much fun.
Woo!
If you were at the paintball party, it's going to be at the exact same hotel as the paintball party.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm a creature of habit, so I have to do stuff in the same place. It's going to be a floor crawl. So think hotel takeover, except on one floor. We're decorating our doors. We're going to have people doing their stuff. It's just going to be great, guys. And you know that hotel, it was so great the last time that the hotel staff came upstairs and started getting it in.
CJ asked if you could bring weed to the takeover.
Yes, bring me some.
We are are
We can
420.
smoke outside. Outside.
We are 420 friendly.
There is a patio. There's a fire pit outside. We can smoke.
And remember, it's going to be August. So for the hotel takeover, it's going to be easy to just sit outside, blow a little something real quick, and then you can blow another type of
If you
something.
420
You know what I'm
friendly,
saying?
don't forget to bring some for Izzy. You heard?
Listen, we're trying to do all of the events outside, of weather permitting. All of our parties, we're trying
We're
to
gonna have hookahs outside.
yeah, we're trying to do everything
We're
outside.
gonna have
Are they going to be able to be naked in the courtyard?
outside. Outside area is actually really beautiful and well lit. There's gonna be a bar outside.
Yeah.
The pool, you know, the pool area will be accessed by outside.
Oh, by the way, it's going to be open 24 hours. It doesn't close.
The pool's
So-
24 hours?
Yes.
Oh.
yes.
Oh, Jonathan, remind me.
Yes.
I want to say this while I'm remembering, because I met some really sexy bartenders. In case you're looking for some bartenders for something, and they work for a really good price, and they're down to work LS events as well as regular shit. So in case we ever need them for something, and that goes for anybody. If y'all need like bartenders for something, I got a plug for you.
So the
These
hotel
girls
is taking care of that.
is nice. Huh?
Okay.
What'd you say, Izzy?
Okay. Not for the takeover, but we have some other events. Yeah.
This the hotel.
No, I just was throwing it out there while I thought about it. I just was throwing it out there. Plus, I said I would promote them on the podcast real quick, so I just want to throw them out.
Max.
You know,
Max and Nova, we appreciate you guys so much. I am so honored that you guys let us take your time.
I'm honored that y'all gave us y'all time tonight.
Yes.
We are honored to have your time tonight because y'all just did this on Monday. Yes. And with all of that being said, we are going to get back to this conversation one of these days. So we thank everybody for tuning in. Nova, you got anything to close us with, or you good?
2 nights, 1 family. We here.
Hey, I like that. Y'all tune in tomorrow for KD's podcast, the BLX Experiment. We gonna pull up there and, see what ass kicking he got to give out, because he sound like he got something really to say.
Yes.
So we just want to thank everybody for being here tonight, and y'all have a good night. Peace out.
Good night.